Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Trump's pick for the Secretary of Health and Human Services, has been dealt an unfortunate blow to his proposed platform, as he has been publicly advocating for the consumption of raw, unpasteurized milk. A raw dairy farm in California has detected bird flu in its unpasteurized milk, and the timing is laughable. The farm had already voluntarily recalled 2 batches of its raw milk, but state regulators have since quarantined the farm's entire raw dairy operation.
President-elect Trump's pick for Health and Human Services, Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has long been a proponent of what he calls natural food choices, including raw milk. Take a listen.
Since I was here last year, I only drank raw milk.
While raw milk was a staple before pasteurization was developed, there were also higher rates of foodborne illnesses. Without pasteurization, harmful bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria can remain in the milk, potentially causing severe illnesses, particularly in children, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems. And now there's a new concern, H5N1, more commonly known as avian or bird flu. The National Institute of Health now recommending people avoid raw milk to prevent getting sick from bird flu, especially as the Department of Agriculture sees a growing number of cattle herds infected with avian flu and announced that they will start testing bulk raw milk for the virus.
Stephen Lyle, the spokesperson for the California Department of Food and Agriculture, said all raw farm operations are currently under quarantine from herds to bottled product, which means that all raw milk product distribution is suspended. So this is an interesting turn of events, or is it? Perhaps it was all entirely predictable. Milk is pasteurized because it prevents the milk from spoiling too quickly. Milk spoils when bacteria within it proliferates, which leads to fermentation. The fermentation causes the milk to curdle and then spoil. Louis Pasteur discovered that by boiling the milk and allowing it to cool, the bacteria within the milk would be killed off, therefore delaying fermentation and prolonging the life of the milk. Pasteur came up with this in the mid-1800s, so this is nothing new, but the process of pasteurization has been especially valuable in these modern times, when milk no longer comes from the cow that you have in your backyard. It often comes from a farm that you have never been to or seen. It travels on trucks to your grocery store, and then you buy it from there. Without pasteurization, that whole supply chain would be a lot more costly and wasteful, not to mention dangerous in terms of public health. But I suppose it's no surprise that the same people who were opposed to public health measures during the pandemic are no fans of Louis Pasteur and his work. Pasteur's research in germ theory revolutionized the ways in which we practice modern medicine. He is the reason we, for example, know that washing your hands is a simple yet highly effective way to prevent the spread of disease. Additionally, he made significant contributions to the study and practice of vaccination, which is why many people credit him with saving millions, if not billions, of lives around the world. But for all of his credit, for all of his work, people like RFK Jr. and California yoga influencers on YouTube and tradwives on TikTok don't want their milk pasteurized anymore. And that's fine. If they want to drink raw milk, they perhaps should consider buying a cow and keeping it in their backyard. Unfortunately, that is a luxury that many of us are not willing or able to partake in. It's also a little ironic. People are all over the place these days. It used to be that the corners of the internet that dabbled in these more fringe beliefs were vegans, but this is all decidedly very un-vegan. Still, there is a very noticeable pipeline from people who just want to adopt a healthier lifestyle to people who are now fighting for raw milk. It goes very quickly from, I'd like to eat more greens, let me check out YouTube and find some good recipes, to I can't put a single foreign substance in my body, or if I cook my food beyond a certain temperature, I may as well be giving myself cancer, or everything that isn't completely natural is toxic, whatever that even means, and everything natural will definitely heal me and not hurt me, including the bacteria that occurs in milk. Next thing you know, it's every physical ailment I suffer from is the fault of the government and all of their imposed health catastrophes, so my entire life and personality will center around what is now my alternative lifestyle. Like, share, and follow for more. I mean, they all start off with good intentions. I'd say even that they end with good intentions, and I sympathize with them. I am very picky about the things that I consume. I do my best to lead a healthy lifestyle, whatever that looks like for me. I don't like it when I go outside and the air smells like carcinogens because I live in Houston, Texas. I don't love the forever chemicals that are in all of the water in the entire planet. The thing is, I can't imagine that anyone is happy about those kinds of things. The trouble with people like RFK Jr., though, is that he's right about the fact that the United States is wildly unhealthy. He's right that it's a problem, and he's right that the problem is getting worse and not better. He's also right that the government has played a heavy hand in our current health crisis. But the solutions to these problems are not so cut and dry as he's trying to make them sound. We're not going to solve our problems with raw milk and vitamins. The actual solutions to this problem, the solutions that will be more likely to have long-lasting, sustainable, wide-reaching benefits to Americans, are far more difficult and costly to implement. We have food deserts that need to be addressed. We have nearly no walkability in our neighborhoods, towns, and cities. We have sedentary lifestyles. And that's not even to mention all of the lobbyists that keep Americans high on corn syrup all day through processed foods. And our healthcare, well, it could be better. If RFK Jr. wants to talk about those types of solutions, I will listen. I would be happy to listen. I'll give him kudos for sparking a national conversation around our health, but that's about it. For now, I'm not thrilled that he will be getting a taxpayer-funded salary to talk about unpasteurizing our milk. All right, that's it for me. If you got anything out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Like, share, and follow. Thanks. Bye.